It's been a month. Boxing Day, 26th of December was the last time we were over these fields as time detectives, and we're back. And Paul, yes, he's just getting all rigged up there. Oh yes, and we're going to go right down there. Don't ask us why not? We go there and we're going to do a few hours, and if nothing comes up, then we've got plan B, which is going to be another field. And I don't know why we're going to go. We're not going to tell you what that is. No, that's secret. So let's just get cracking, eh, Paul?
I think we should.
Let's go. So here we are. We've chosen this corner of this paddock, and this is the ancient road, London to Newmarket, Cambridge. It's been paddock for about 10 years. Before that, it's had crops on it. So, but it's a theory. Let's give it a go, eh? Well, I don't know if they ever grew any crops in here because it's really stony, but we've just been going a few minutes and look at that. That's an interesting piece of artifact, isn't it? You see that square there, and you see this, I reckon that was a circle. I think this was a brooch or something, and there's a stone set in the middle there. That's nice. That'll keep us going, but it is very stony. Look at that. Well, it's only been about 15 minutes been on this paddock. It's really stony. God knows what they actually grew in here when it wasn't paddock. Paul's over there and he's digging away, which is good. Now, I've never had a great deal of luck on paddocks, but a moment ago just had that little artifact, maybe part of a brooch, maybe 17th, 18th century, just got a thimble. Nice clean signal out of the hole. So 2 finds in the space of half an hour. That's not bad. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, Paul's just given me the wave. I think he's found something. What have you got?
Well, I think it's a coin.
Oh,
I think it's quite old.
Smashing. Let's have a
But
look.
I don't. It's pretty.
Okay, let's have a look.
It's quite.
Let's get in
I don't
the
know
old.
where there's a button.
That's going to need a bit of a clean up, and if anything is interesting, we'll be back. Okay, now Paul's just called me over, and they're just over there a minute ago, well, when we first started actually, I got that little bit of artifacts. It could be a brooch. What have we got here? Ooh. Well, it's like right, this is going to need a bit of a clean up. You've got something? Okay, so we're giving a bit of a clean up, and look, that's rather interesting. Paul, show it. See, there's a rivet there that holds this bit onto this plate, and that moves. It's looking Georgian, late Georgian in design. I mean, that looks very much like a sort of a button that I've dug up. Well, there you are. Well, it's going to keep us going, you know. Paddock's not looking so bad now. The sun is out. It's absolutely glorious. There's not a better place to be, and I don't want answers on a postcard because I know I'm right. Oh, I thought that was an old halfpenny. Lovely green patination, but no, it's a button. But it doesn't matter. They're getting so many finds. Just every swing or two, stuff is coming up. Yes, plenty of mood tubes, but the day's still young. Well, you know, for a minute I thought I found a marble. I didn't realise my detector had marble mode, but no, it's a cat's eye, isn't it? There's the metal. Oh, wonderful. But it's a mixed bag out here today. Paul's searching his way over there. There's just lots and lots of signals. It's just constant digging. It's wonderful. Well, it's approaching lunchtime. The stuff is still coming up, and it's a nice bridal ring, I suppose. That's what you could call it. Not a bridal ring as in a wedding ring, but reins and stuff. Yeah, lovely signal. Beautiful, high 80s, gorgeous. Well, lunch was absolutely glorious, and we're back out here. Paul's just called me out. He said he's just found something. It's literally flipped out. Where is it, sir? Where is it?
It's just down here, sir.
Oh, blimey.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, look at that.
Shall I pick it up? No, you pick it up.
What do we got there? Let's get it in the sun. It's looking a bit Tudor, isn't it? Or maybe a bit, it's late medieval Tudor. I can see a little hole there, a rivet or something. I think it's a harness mount, Paul. That's really lovely. Yeah, that's nice. Very well done, sir. Good. Yeah. Just fell out. What was the signal?
Oh, it was a nice... It was all in the 70s.
In the 70s. We love the 70s.
We do.
You know, it wasn't all flares and big collars, was it?
No.
You know? Oh, yes. Well done, sir.
Good.
Well, we started down this end of the field this morning and we're just working away now after lunch up to this other corner here. And Paul's been digging out a few things, had a few muskets shot, a few odds and ends, and just got that. Look at that. Now, that's the front, that's the back. It's looking a bit Georgian. You can see it had 2 points of fixing it to whatever it was. Could be another harness mount. It didn't swing, it's certainly fixed, it's stationary. It's got a bit of a Georgian look to it. It's a really good day, we're really having a good time here. Quite a few artifacts coming up. This is how it should be, every time. Oh, Paul's getting down there. Good luck, sir. Well, it's quite a good day so far. We've had quite a few artifacts between us. Paul's just having a bit of a run on 303 cartridge shells, but I've got something in here. You see that ball end there? Let's unveil this together. What have we got? Ooh. Well. Is that some sort of toggle? Is that a toggle? I'm not sure. It certainly gave a lovely big signal. It really did. It could be something just snapped off there. Could have been a little bit out there. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not ancient. It's not like a Celtic Toggle fastener. I can dream. Not sure. We'll have to have a look at that closer tonight. Fantastic. Well, you know when you're having a good day, when even your buttons come up gold. Now look at that. It's got some sort of coat of arms, really beautiful. I can't quite make out. It's that way. The sun was out a moment ago and it's absolutely sparkling. But that is definitely, well, I'll give that a thorough clean up later, but look at that. Well, that's just about it for the day. It's 4:15, so we're getting a little bit more light. So another 15-20 minutes, but you know, how can I follow up that lovely gold button? I can't wait to get home tonight and ID that. It's beautiful. So call me a Paddock converts, because I've had one of the best days ever out on Paddock here. Some beautiful artifacts, and Paul obviously found a few too. So it's been great, and I shall be back on here next time I go metal detecting. And hopefully that will be on Sunday. The weather's looking good, and so not so many layers on. So yeah, Paddock, I've been converted. Never had much fun on them, but today was an exception, and it was wonderful. It's been ploughed over the years, and then Paddock for about 10 apparently. So it's had things moving around where other parts have laid like Paddock for centuries, I believe. So, you know, the cattle treading it all down, there's not so much. Well, that's what I think. So today, yes, both Paul and myself got a few nice little things, and I finished off with that lovely gold button. So let's have a look at them in a bit more detail. So let's start with Paul's. This lovely little mount here, I think that's what it is. It's got a nice sort of plant-like etching going up there. And it's got, well, I think it's Georgian. I thought it was a bit earlier when we actually dug it up, but you know, the centuries can just fly backwards. You know, I'm terribly optimistic, but it looks like that was his fitting point there. And so I'm going to say harness mount. Now the second thing that he dug up, this is really strange. You know, you'd be forgiven to think that was a buckle. Now look, it was definitely on there. It was part of this plate. Obviously the plate is broken. Look at that. That's wonderful. It comes apart and slides back in. What was that for? Anybody know? Right, and the third thing actually that he found was this. And I'm going to take that to work on Monday and get that tested, because I think, and Paul thinks, it's silver. And it's a blob. So a silver blob. Well, maybe someone was making some silver things over there. So that's interesting. Get back to you on that one. And then, of course, a lovely harness ring there. Gorgeous thing, a smashing signal. I found dozens of them, but that's nice. I mean, there's no, you know, is it a really old annular brooch? Well, no, I don't think so. Okay, so down to me. Now, this was the first thing that came up, And to me, it looks like a quarter of something, really. You can imagine this going round, as I said, the stone set in the middle there. Georgian, it's not too heavy. It's got the patination for 18th century. And then this, another Georgian looking thing with two fixing holes here, which you can see from the back quite clearly. And yeah, this has definitely got a scroll design around the edge here, and well, repeating here, so it's symmetrical. It's just bent up. So good. Then, well, we got a thimble. Yes, another thimble. So evidence that there's been lots of crops being grown on there, and these are being used to sow up the sacks. Mostly children sitting on the side of the field. As I say, they should be at school. They mostly didn't have school. Something we take for granted now. And then this, well, I'm still not sure. It definitely had. Look at that. That's broken off there. It's not green. It's not ancient. I think maybe it is only Victorian, maybe possibly Georgian. But anybody know? Love to hear from you. Now, before I get onto this wonderful button, just one other thing here, and that is the colour we like. That is a lovely green. It looks as if it snapped off here. You can just see the point there where it was snapped off. It could be the end of a brooch. It's looking quite Roman. But finally, this button. I mean, it's gorgeous. When it came up, I did just see an edge, and I thought, oh, that's got a little detail on there. I didn't think about filming it because it was literally just it's another button. Looked at the back. If I'd looked at the back and read the writing, of course, I would have seen it said Firmin and Sons, London. Excuse the bits of blue tack there. That was just to prop it up. I can take those off now. And so possibly late Georgian, Victorian. It's got, what I can see is it has like a little castle here. It's just like a little castle keep. You can just see the little crenellations up there. And then on this side, I don't know, it looks like a stand, some sort of tripod and something on it. Not sure. I'm going to have to really study this one. I'll get back to you. So on the whole, it was a really good day.